Hello everyone, it is time for another edition of Try Hard Racing with me, RollCageTV, where I do the best I can with what I've got, which is not a lot of talent, but a whole lot of new season? Is it season? Series? Newness! New cars, new car class. That's what we're doing. Let's get over the career mode. Just finished up, getting near the end of this series. Just finished up Tuner last time. I remember there was a little issue where it wasn't showing 100%, even though I had finished it. And that I knew that was a bug and that was gonna fix itself once I restarted the game. And I restarted the game and it fixed itself. So how about that? Next up is Electric. After Electric, I think unlocks. No, after Electric unlocks Stocks. And then after Stocks is Open Wheel, and then Open Wheel unlocks. Yes, Open Wheel unlocks Track Day. So there we go. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 out of 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 more to go, 4 more done. Drift is never going to happen. The grid challenges are broken. And what that means, sadly, is I'm never going to be able to do the gauntlets. And I'm sad about that. But, yeah. You have to finish all the pro categories, 4 out of 9. I got 4. There's actually 10 categories, so I don't know what that means. But whatever it means, I'm never going to get more than 8, because I think maybe it means you have to do drift but not do the grid challenges, or you can do the challenges and not do the drift. But I can't do the drift. I can't drift. Easiest skill level, doesn't matter what the settings are. I come in last place by far. I hate drifting. I hate games that make you drift. Dirt 3, was it? I was in tears. The game Dirt 3, I was literally in tears because I couldn't get past it, Somehow, finally, I got past it because it was hard locked. You couldn't finish the game. You had to be able to get certain scores with drifting. And then, fortunately, in Dirt 4, not Dirt 4, Dirt 5. Dirt 4 was something else. It was like a dirt rally game. Dirt 5 had drifting events, but you could bypass them. You could, there was a tree where you could bypass. But, yeah, drift. This is why I don't play Forza Horizons anymore. They started locking content behind making you be able to get 3 stars in all events, including the drift events. And, it wasn't going to happen. Just doesn't happen. I don't like drift. I hate it. I think it's stupid. And, yeah. Not going to do it. So, and I can't finish grid challenges because a lot of the challenges involve completing these sponsorship events, and the sponsorship events are broken. Some of the sponsorship objectives, Xenon Dynamic sponsor objectives, and some of those sponsors are broken. They never click over. It doesn't give you credit. For example, this one might say jump 47 times or whatever, and then you jump and it still says 0. So with those broken, and with these impossible for me, I will never get 9, which means, sadly, I will never complete the series. But I'm going to keep going until I finish these 3 categories at least. And so let's actually get started on something new here, Electric. Which means the series is close to being over. I need to find another game to play. I have one game in mind. If you have a suggestion for another racing game that I can play, one that has like a career mode thing that you can get through, not a game that's completely open-ended necessarily, but one that has a career mode. Has to be available on Xbox, preferably on Xbox One because I still have still streaming right now off of the Xbox One. I have another game that I'm thinking about doing. I have to check out the career mode to make sure it's not broken because the previous version of the game, that career mode was broken. So we'll see. I've had a bad run of racing game careers. Before this, I had TTL Man 3, which was impossible to finish because no matter how low the difficulty level of TTL Man 2 was fantastic. TTL Man 3, they upped the difficulty level so far. Even on the lowest difficulty level, there's no way of getting through a career. So anyway, so here we are, Electric Lotus E-Cup Event 1. It's the Lotus E-Cup. It is 2 rounds, keep that in mind. And I will have to be driving a rental, which means I won't get the mileage I need for the next one. So we'll have to do a custom event to get the mileage. This game is really fun, but it's really frustrating on many aspects. Well, I hope that wasn't as loud for you as it was for me. Okay, and what car am I in? The Lotus Evija. Do I back off and see if I actually have the Lotus Evija? I'm sure I don't, but I will look it up on the off chance. It will save me a bunch of time later if I do have it. Electric has, the game has gotten more and more arcadey. This every edition of Grid, it started off nice and does that need to be cleaned and resprayed? Let's see. Options. It did. It still looks kind of funny though. Every version of Grid has gotten more arcadey. Aha! And that one, and it is locked until I complete the event one. Ooh, that's a nice looking car though. Okay. But I will look at the upgrades. Ooh, there are only 2 levels of upgrades, so I'm going to have to get to yeah, I'll have to get to 25 miles. Or no, get to 7 miles only for 25 miles. But I can't do it in this race because it's a rental. It won't give me credit until I can own it. So yeah, so that goes. Game is very fun to play. There's so many frustrating things, so many little things that don't work right. But we soldier on. And how many events are there? Are there 2 events or 3 events? There are 3 events. Okay. So I need level 1 upgrades for this, and then level 2 upgrades for this race. So I need to finish this event and then go get the 7 miles I need once I can buy the car, because I don't own it during this race. And that's one of the things I shake my head at. You can't just stay in the career mode to complete the career mode. In fact, you can't complete the career mode if you need that. If you need to rely on the sponsors working, which they don't. Some of the sponsors do, some of the sponsors don't. So I just say I'm not doing any of the sponsor events because they're too unreliable. And let's see what difficulty level I'm on. I will start it on hard, but yeah, let's go to hard. AI difficulty, and we start the race. One of the arcadey things is Electric has these boost gates, and it's like a nitro button, right? But you have to hit 2 boost gates in a row. If you do, there's a button you can press that will boost you. I have no idea what button it is, because one, when playing earlier, I never found that the boost did much of anything, and 2, the boost gates to hit them are way off the racing line, and so they're not, the boost you get isn't worth going off the racing line to try to get the boost gates. So I don't even know. Actually, do I have a button set for boost? Options. Options A. Device. Boost. Oh, I do have it. I have it bound on my X button. Why do I have it bound on my X button? That's not right. Shift. Okay, shift up and down is A and B. Okay, X button. No, gear up should be Y. Oh, that's not right. Gear down should be X. Gear down should be X. Okay, and then the boost button. So what should I bind that to? V, I guess? For boost? Because apparently boost wasn't bound. Okay, now boost button is bound. Handbrake. Boost. Shift. Down. Shift up. Clutch is bound. Left to right. Obviously, accelerate, brake, clutch. Okay. Camera, got it. Pause. Okay. Specific gears. All that stuff. Okay. Okay. Interesting that that wasn't bound right. Oh, I have the. Make sure the. Okay, flashback is that way. The lights are that way. Okay. Okay. And now do I have to restart the race again? No, apparently not. Why? How did that get messed up? I swear. I mean, have I never had a downshift in this game? I mean, I'm playing semi-automatic, so I could downshift if I wanted to, but I haven't needed to. Alright, let's go. Let's get these two events over with. I don't know what place I have to finish. I can check the objectives once I get going here. Fourth or higher. Okay. And there's two events, so I don't have to finish first race and fourth. I think probably this first race with the electric cars, I'll do okay. Yeah, see, there's one of the boost gates. Notice it's not on the racing line. Even at the hard AI, I have a feeling I'll do okay. And as you can see, so far, I'm doing okay. Whoa! No flashback, no flashback. Not sitting right. Cut him off, there you go. I think the cars do sound cool. Am I a heretic for saying that? No, missed the second one, so I don't have to even think about it. Yeah, I know the boost gate was missed. The boost gates suck. Anyway. Oh, I did look. I could boost with B if I wanted to. I missed that the exact same way I missed it last time. I do like the sound, but it is kind of it takes getting used to as far as being able to gauge when you need to you know, when you need to brake and stuff. You can, you know, it's not a way to gauge your speed. You can, you know, the audio clue you get of when you're going too fast, you need to slow down for a turn or something like that. That is thrown off completely. By the way, I will mention that while I'm in a race, I can't see the chat. The chat is down at my side next to me, so I apologize if you stop in to say hi and it looks like I'm ignoring the chat. I can't see it while I'm racing. It's not on a screen in front of me. So hopefully I'll remember to check it. A friend of mine had it set up, but she had it, I asked her how she had it set up so that there's a little ding when somebody chats. I think that would be awesome, but she said she didn't do it through a bot. She said she did it in an OBS setting, which I stream direct from the Xbox, so I don't have that option available to me. But I gotta check to see, is there a bot somewhere? Does my stream elements chat template give me that option, or is there some other bot? I've got stream elements bot and I've got Nightbot. Between the two of them, one of them might be able to do that. Otherwise, I have another bot that just beeps. She's got a more dramatic sound when somebody chats. Kind of an obnoxious sound. Because she doesn't get very many chatters either, like me. Oh, what? Stuart, what are you doing to me, Stu? I did not exceed the track. How many times in this race did I absolutely, completely ignore the racing boundaries, the track boundaries? And that time, I get a penalty? See, different cars, different results. See, I'm gonna have a green car this time, but not this time. Wouldn't mind doing this race over again just to get that green livery, but I'm not. Okay. First place, which means I will start at the back next time. And first place with the penalty, still over 29, still over 7 seconds, or around, not quite 7 seconds. Wish they gave you a delta. I wish for a lot of things. Oh, and I never started my timer. Oh, what time is it? When did I actually start? Darn it, I'm not gonna know how. I have no way of knowing when I started this episode. It's either gonna run long or run short. When did I start? I probably started an actual time. Quarter till, let's say. So let's say I got 15 minutes to this. Okay. At least 10 minutes. Alright. If you're watching this on YouTube, you'll know how long, what time it is right now. Go down and chat and tell me what the time mark is in the YouTube video. It won't help me at all. Go ahead and tell me. Because I won't watch the YouTube video, it's already edited. Start the race. I hate when I do that. Okay, starting in the back this time. I don't know the track, so I don't know. It's going to be harder to push. Ow! Ow! Ow. I do have damage on, believe it or not. I have a hard time believing it because I can still completely thunder break these guys. It's not cosmetic damage. I have as much damage turned on as can be turned on, but it's not exactly realistic damage. Another area where it's more arcadey than the game used to be. Oh, Stuart, where are you? Stu, I cut the track. You know why they're so easy to beat? Because they're going for the boost gates. Actually, they're not. None of them are going for the boost gates. Because the boost gates are always out of the way. Off the racing line. off the ideal line. Whoa! Oh, how did I make it through there? Like I said, the game is fun. Oh, that guy, see, he went for the boost. And look how much more he boosted himself. Not much. Whoa, that was a nemesis. You hit somebody in this game, they become a nemesis. And I got lots of nemesis. No, I'm not going to rewind. I'm still in 6th place. That'll be good enough to get me 1st overall, probably. Oh, I need to get in 4th overall. I played the game when I first started playing. I tried to be so pure and not use my flashbacks ever. And believe me, it finally got to the point where I had to use flashbacks because their aggression was so high that I couldn't get through. One of these races I absolutely could not get through unless I used the flashbacks. So now I'm just treating the game as like an arcade game. I don't set up tunes or anything. I'm just running through it, having fun. I'm not good enough to play like a real sim game anyway. I'm playing on a controller, which isn't an excuse. I was never good enough even on a non-controller. Oh man, maybe I should shift into a lower gear when I got this. Electric cars don't have gears. They just have one gear. I mean, they have gears inside. They have gears physically. They do have gears. But you can't shift those gears. Everything is a single gear. Which maybe that's why it's so easy to beat them. Last I had such a hard trouble earlier in the pro level. And now it's playing on hard difficulty. I couldn't do it. I had to keep moving it down to medium and eventually to easy. Hard AI difficulty. There's all kinds of settings to make it easier and harder. But now, I'm blowing them away. At least in these first cars. Blowing them away, even starting from the back. I think because they're trying to get to those boost pads, which are more effort than there were. Never in the racing line. I think there's 2 sets per lap usually. Oh, who is this guy? Who is this guy who knows how to play an arcade racing game? You use those fender brakes. Continue. And 1st overall, how about that? Now, Ravens West is my team's nemesis. Or, nemesis means I'm just playing this game. My team's big rival. Lugna. Lugna? Oh, Lugna is my sponsor. Yeah, none of the sponsors. Maybe I got all the sponsorship. I should probably look to see if there's a sponsor for electric vehicles. And no money. Oh, there you go. Oh, what a replay that is. Oh, nice pile up. Clean up an aisle 7. Did you see how many red markers were there? Those were all the people I hit. You get a nemesis whether you hit them or they hit you. It makes absolutely no difference whatsoever. Vehicle pattern unlocked. Well, that's great. I already have my pattern, which I'm going to apply to this car. This is the Lotus, even though I may never drive this car again. What was this? The Lotus something something. The Lotus cool looking car. I won't know as soon as I go here because it'll stop it. It is the Lotus E-Cup. But which vehicle was I driving? Lotus E-Cup event 1. Oh, do I have to start this again to get the name of the cup? Name of the car. Hopefully there's just one. Yes. I need 5 miles. I'm gonna go change the car anyway. Just trying to figure out what's the fastest way of finding this. Electric. Gas electric. Probably digs through not now. Oh, right. I have to change the discipline to electric, don't I? Yes. Because it's not regular circuit racing, it's circuit racing with boost pads. And Lotus E-Cup. And yes, there is just one vehicle, which is the Lotus Avia. Okay, it's the Avia. No, actually, yes, save the slot settings. It's not going to be 10 laps, though. But let's go make my Avia look good. Specials. What is that? Oh, Demolition Derby. I haven't done any of those yet. Am I going to have to do those? I think I might have to do those. Maybe those are only in the... well, I had to experience that. Are they in the pros, or are they just in, like, the challenges? Huh. I have to do some of those before I end the series. Figure out how to do demolition derbies. Okay. So electric, I take it's near the end here because we're in pro. Lotus Avia. I love Lotus. Oh, and I'm going to give it nice Lotus colors, in fact. I always like the way the Lotuses look. And in fact, I think the very first Formula One F1 game I played, I don't know, F1 2005 or something. Or first one I owned, I guess. Anyway, that had options. There we go. I won as Lotus in the first rookie class or whatever, and the voiceover acting was really good for that. Guy was all excited, the chief engineer or whatever was all excited. Lotus finally won, thank you, whatever. I don't know what my name was. Tony. New guy. I hope I can get, yeah, not just this one. And it starts off very close, what I want, but then I have to customize it. Because that's the right primary color, that's the right base color, that's the right primary color, but the secondary colors are not the correct yellow. There we go. Now I got the nice yellow that I like to match my banner somewhat. And it's in nice Lotus colors as well. Yeah. Okay, and now I have to say back and then say apply. Another inconsistency. Some places there's a button to apply. Some places there's anyway, I only need 5 miles on this, so let's get in a career race or a custom race. Edit, and 7 miles I need, and since this course happens to be 2.5 miles, that means I need 3 laps. Yes, that's the car I want. Now that I own it, it's in my garage, I can get miles. But see, you have to jump out of the career mode and do a custom race in order to get the mileage you need to continue the career mode. I don't know if what they expect you to do is run the same race over and over again until you get the mileage, even though you've won it. Which really, you know, splits up the storyline of, you know, you're playing through this career, and I don't know. Yes, that is good to go. Everything's good. The tuning is very limited and meaningless. I do like the sound of these. Okay, let's see if I can hold the line without lifting. I'm sure I can. Which is, of course, why I do the Indy, because you can hold the line without lifting, get around the oval in no time. It's the shortest way of getting the 7 miles that they force you to get your first upgrades. And even it's, you know, you, in this case, you aren't locked out, but in some places you would be locked out. Like, you can't get in that final race until you have enough mileage in to get the fully upgraded version. You don't have to get the upgrades, but you have to have the mileage in to get all the upgrades. And the career mode itself does not give you enough miles to do that. You have to pad it by doing these races. So it's not that I'm doing them just to get the upgrades, quote unquote, early, even though they're not early, because in the next race the opponent vehicles will be using those upgrades. Sometimes you're locked out of a race unless you have those upgrades already, or at least the mileage for those upgrades. If you choose not to use them, that's fine. You need the mileage, and you can't get the mileage just by running career races. You have to do one of these races. So this is a boring race, but it's the quickest way of getting back into career mode. It's my hack. Oh, should I try to drift here? See if I can do my drift challenge. Yeah, I can't. And that would have counted as almost 0 points. I could drift well enough in Forza Horizons 4 that I could play in those hourly fun things. Oh! Did I beat him out? No! He beat me out. I didn't block him. Oh, well. My teammate, you got me this time, Mr. Teammate. Oh, I was going to look to see if I had a sponsor. Oh, I should have looked there. I think the sponsors count even if you just do your own custom races, if they're working. Some of the sponsors, too, just flat out do not work. Some of the sponsors, though, whether they work or not, I can't tell, because they require you to beat a particular person. You have to beat your, you know, so-and-so. Ann Murphy. You have to beat Ann Murphy. And, okay, how do I know in advance when I'm going to face Ann Murphy to know to get the sponsor? Well, you can't. You start an event. Oh, Ann Murphy's in the event. Let's go back and go through all of the list of all of my sponsors, figure out which one I need Ann Murphy for, and then choose that sponsor. There's enough being forced to go back and forth in this game as it is. Unnecessarily. I'm not going to go halfway into a race or go into an event and interrupt my flow through the event yet another time to go back and find the right sponsor for that. The sponsors are just awful. Anyway. Objectives. Oh, laps completed in Demolition Derby. Yeah, I think that I just used that as a joke because I don't have any damage. Okay, is there an electric one that I haven't already done? In the Bugatti, survival elimination, specials cars. Okay. But of course, none of these have rivals that I was speaking about. Elimination events. Unlock 3 upgrades. Events 1 in a particular car, North America. Miles driven in truck vehicles. Oh yeah, this was one I picked. Miles driven in truck vehicles, 0 out of 52. I've driven in so many trucks, and I had them picked. I couldn't get anything. Jumps hit in career events. Seconds spent in close proximity. Okay, jumps hit in career events. That is jumps with the stadium trucks. Nope, didn't work. 1 in snow conditions. Races 1 after hitting all boost gates. So that's an electric thing, but I'm not going to hit all boost gates. Races 1 after hitting all ramps. Well, guess what? You can't hit boost gates and ramps in the same car class. Boost gates are in electric. Ramps are only in stadium trucks. Truck cars, near truck cars, how do you finish? Yeah, these things are BS. Verse events, miles during Bentley, dust storm weather. Time for clean conditions. You know what? These all say 0. Did they get reset somehow? I'm having a bad feeling because some of these I was able to do. 2 wheels finishers. Boost gates at Miami. Fast lap. Yeah, here's one. Beat Rick Scott in career open wheel event races, but Rick Scott isn't in all the open wheel event races. At least he doesn't open wheel races. Miles driven in electric cars. Okay, I'm going to choose that one. Miles driven electric cars. Hit boost gates. Second spin on the racing line. Okay, we'll see if I get credit for the second spin on the racing line. But all of these are 0. And I've gotten some of these. All of these are 0. So see what I mean about the things being broken? It actually reset my stats at some point. I never restarted the game. Or, I mean, I restarted the game. I never reset the game in any way. I didn't reset my stats. They're broken. This I hadn't run into before. Maybe because I stopped paying attention after a while. I knew that it didn't actually register anything. Okay, miles driven in electric cars. We'll see if I get that. 52 miles, if I get anything for that. They're just broken. And with the sponsorships being broken, unfortunately, you're locked out of these challenges. Because a lot of the challenges are Echo sponsored event. You can only get in it if you've got the Echo criteria, which apparently I got Echo criteria, and then it got reset. I was able to do this before it got reset. And I think I was forced to do this event before I could get into other career events. So who knows how soon the things will be reset. But here's Xenon Dynamic sponsorship. Well, I can't do Xenon sponsorship if the Xenon sponsor is broken. Complete all Xenon Dynamic sponsor objectives. I can't! So, I can't get the grid challenges. But for the gauntlet, it only says I need 9. So I'm guessing that the 9 may not include the challenges. The 9 may just include drift. But I can't do the drift. I do not have the skill. It's a skill issue for doing the drift. So I'm never going to do the gauntlet. Sadly, this will not be a complete career playthrough. Okay, let's move on to the next one. Let's see, I got 21 minutes. I'm trying to estimate in 45 minutes. I probably started at about quarter. Till 20 of. I flat my jaws for 5 minutes. I'm not at 45 minutes yet. Okay, I need upgrades. I need half upgrades for that. Show height upgrades. And I got the mileage now. And those are half upgrades. There are no level 3 upgrades. What were these upgrades? Reduce weight, increase in braking torque, power. Yes, there are no acceleration upgrades. Why they put that line through there is kind of weird. And just didn't have it blank like they have the bottom extras blank. There are no extras. Probably because this is the only car that doesn't have, you can't increase the acceleration on the batteries. It's like massive acceleration with these cars anyway. All right, let's run the race. It's only one round. Wait, did I not? It says showing height upgrades. Okay, I did the upgrades. Oh, now I have to say show height upgrades again, and then I can say select. I hit B, and B didn't take me out of the show height upgrades menu. It took me all the way back to the beginning. The UI is not. All right, one race. I don't know how many laps. We'll see. Miles driven in electric cars. We'll see at the end if I get even any credit for that. Even though it seemed to reset everything randomly on me. I can't. That was something I did not realize was a bug. I had some bugs where it didn't give me credit for like close, you know, seconds spent. I think this one has one. Seconds spent on the racing line or something like that, right? Yeah. So I was on the racing line, and one was drifting, seconds spent drifting, and it would tell me on the screen, oh, you drifted, and then I would never get any credit for that. Okay. Still don't need to turn the difficulty up. High is actually not the highest difficulty. There's 2 difficulty levels higher than high. And they're not called simply higher and highest. They're called something like legendary and Uberman or something. I saw the break on the racing line. I've learned how to play this game and ignore. Actually, there is one piece of damage that can happen if you lose a tire. If you puncture a tire, you can do that, and that is one piece of critical damage. You will not finish the race with a punctured tire. I mean, you may finish it, but you're not gonna get a good score. They're a little bit more aggressive here. Oh, okay, that's a flashback. That was totally not my fault. Even though there were lots of things that were my fault, that one was not. What position am I in? 7th? What position do I need to be in? 4th? Like I said, the game is very fun to play. Oh, the cars are really hard to control. I will say that much. I don't want to have to do this race a second time on easier difficulty. I really should probably try to pay more attention. And you can't trust the racing line. It told me there the whole time that I didn't have to, I could take that turn without lifting. That's like that. There's no way I can take that turn without lifting. Oh, I got a boost gate. What's my boost button again? Whoa! Look at that boost. I actually used the boost. It's over now. Doesn't seem like it's over because I'm still full. And I actually hit it at the right time. Do some good. That was totally an accident that I hit that boost gate. See, Stewart's ignored that. Stu, what are you doing? Stu, that was totally a violation of the orders. I'm not finished. I'm gonna have to turn this down. I have to turn the differential down to medium and try it again. Oh, I cannot control this because I don't know the course, and I'm not gonna sit here and try to learn this course. Oh, that's a rewind. That's my last rewind too. Okay, that's a little unfair. Just get out of that guy's way. No, it was my last rewind. Get on my way. Yeah. Yeah, tell my teammate to just back off so he doesn't beat me. Because he will beat me unless I give him the command to back off. There's a button you can press to tell your teammate to back off. There's also a button you press to say push, but why would I ever want to do that? I don't care about the team points, I only care about my points. Stu, where were you on that one? Jeez. Louise, I knocked every one of those signs down and that still wasn't enough for a penalty? Oh, hit that boost gate by accident. Okay. Fine. I can get this right away. It's my only hope at this point. I'm in 14th. Finish, but there's no way I'm finishing this race. Need to be. And I am turning it down to medium. I could probably win this race at hard, but it's not worth my time. Or your time. If I wasn't doing this for, you know, content, I would, I'm not restarting this race, thank you very much. If I wasn't doing this for content, I would not, I might run the race 4 or 5 times, but I am doing it for content, and I'm not going to run the same race 4 or 5 times just to see if I can beat it. I don't care about beating it. Oh, there was a great, can I think of the whole thing? There was a great comment. I was watching Age of Empires. I used to love to play Age of Empires, so it turned out I can't play it anymore for somewhat physical reasons. I can't use a mouse anymore to play video games. My fingers are too, tendonitis is too bad in my fingers. And oh, now he gives me a penalty. Okay, Stu. What was this, 3 chances? Nah, my tire's gone. I suppose I could retire from the event now. I'm on lap 3 of 3. Yes, it is pulling to the left, in case you can't tell. Oh no, terminal damage! I finally got enough damage. Wow, okay. Retire. No, I'm not going to restart. I don't want to put myself through that race again. Since I don't know what time I actually started, and it might actually be 20 and 30. It probably has been 50 minutes. Or it may be, it's at least 32 minutes. I don't want to go over an hour. So, I think I am going to end the YouTube episode here. 15 minutes, yeah. It may not have quite been 50 minutes, but it's probably been at least 45 minutes. So, I am going to end the YouTube episode here when I get... I'm going to take a break. For those of you on Twitch, stick around. I'll be back in just a few minutes. When I come back, I am going to do this race, but on options and gameplay and difficulty and medium. We'll give that a try. See how fast they were? Tell me they don't have at least level 1 upgrades. I mean, you can tell me. No, please tell me. I don't care. If it's true or not, I don't care. All right. Gonna go back in and do that when I continue. If you're watching on Twitch, once again, stick around. I'll be back in just a few minutes. If you're watching on YouTube, that's going to be it for this YouTube episode. The next episode will be the next weekday evening. No. Yes. No. Gotta remember what game I'm playing, what my schedule is. If you're watching on YouTube, the next YouTube video for this game will be the next weekend at 6 p.m. U.S. Central Time, Saturday and Sunday, which is midnight in the UK and noon the next day, Monday, in New Zealand. There you go. So Twitch, once again, stick around. YouTube next episode. Either way, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you there.